The government has no plans for the time being to impose a curfew to stem the spread of coronavirus, but instead will stringently enforce restrictions on travel and gatherings as a state of emergency took effect from last night around Thailand. A curfew is, however, a significant possibility, but at this time regions are requesting a voluntary curfew, not an enforced one. There is a ban now on non-Thais travelling into the country, which goes into effect today. Without flights coming in, those who delayed their exits will find that there will be few, if any, flights leaving, unless airlines are willing to fly in with empty jetliners. For those here, and now finding themselves perhaps without a valid visa, the immigration services nationally are offering an initial 30-day extension. They're geared up to help you, and it's essential that anyone close to overstaying their visa visit immigration offices and apply. Being here without a visa will incur financial penalties, and everyone should carry either a copy of their passport, together with a copy of their latest visa, or the original. In an effort to control the spread of the virus here, which until a week ago was seeing minor figures, but which has since spread, all land, sea and air entries are blocked, and crossings for those leaving are heavily monitored too. Prime Minister Prayuth has taken personal control of virus management after announcing a formal state of emergency until the end of April, this affording the government and its agencies emergency powers. He's calling for calm and understanding, and the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces has been given responsibility for security affairs. National issues will only be addressed by the Prime Minister or someone he may choose to assign to the task, and the public, along with all media agencies, should rely only on direct government-issued notices for information, and certainly not social media. With more measures expected to be announced today and tomorrow, the closure of entertainment venues continues to be in effect, and with pretty much any event or business that sees people gathering together now closed, food retailers, pharmacies and businesses that are needed, such as surgeries, will remain open. All malls closed as of last night, and that's in Pattaya too. Only food retailing areas such as supermarkets will remain open, and no food eatery can serve food for consumption on the premises, so it's takeaway food only. Provincial governors may, at their want, instigate further controls with prior approval, and so Pattaya joins most of the world in tackling the virus. COVID-19 is now both extremely contagious and proving to be deadly in many nations. Here to date, the death count is just 4. The spread is, however, rising, and without preparation and management could do serious damage to the population. As we've said throughout the week, all restrictions apply to Thais and non-Thais equally, and foreigners must comply too. You may not like it, no one enjoys it, but it's essential. Commuting between provinces is also discouraged. Meanwhile at home, and as the Phuket governor called for tourists on the island to self-quarantine between 5 in the evening and midnight, no such edict has been issued here so far. Our governor has ordered additional closures and restrictions for the entire Chonburi province, which includes Pattaya. Malls will close as of last night throughout the province, as will all restaurants and diners except for takeaway food. The English translation of that is slightly unclear, but taken as written, pubs are closed, eateries can only open for takeaways. And the islands of Koh Lan and Koh Si Chang are now closed to visitors, with all ferrying prohibited. All public parks, playgrounds, etc. are closed, as are clubhouses on golf courses, and checkpoints with police and officers will be on all roads and entry points to the province, checking the identification and information of those travelling here. Whilst there's no government ban on domestic travel, all entering the province will need to complete documentation and explain their reason for coming to Chonburi. No essential services at the government offices will be closed, and there's no lockdown or stay-in order. There is no curfew. Beaches can remain open, although beach chairs must be the proper distance apart, and no large gatherings allowed, and they all must close before 8 in the evening. The governor also went on to promote self-isolation where possible and practice social distancing. Vulnerable people, those with existing health issues, the young and the elderly, should be serious about looking at self-isolation. It's essential too that you arrange for friends or family for delivery of foodstuffs, and there's absolutely no shortage in the way of groceries in Thailand. In all then, we're safer here than in many Western countries. Those nations closely neighbouring Thailand don't present a threat of spread, and every effort is being made to launch a program that will see the nation pull through quickly and keep in good health. If you have any questions, you're free to contact us through our website, alwayspattaya.com. Questions we can't answer will see us referring you to the authority that can. That's alwayspattaya.com. As the FAB team, except for me, are all working from home now, we'll maintain our services throughout the crisis. Our income too has been virtually eradicated, and we're extremely grateful to those who are staying with us. But for over a decade, 103 has been here bringing music and fun, along with corroborated news to keep you properly informed. And we'll continue to do so as long as we can keep the lights on. And with the reminder to wash your hands regularly, keep a safe distance from others and avoid crowded areas. And the Met Office advising us today that we can expect 33 degrees during the day, a chance of rain dropping down to 20. That is the local and national news from Fab FM. For videos and of course to keep up with Fabulous Pattaya, visit alwayspattaya.com.